Welcome everyone to today's ultimate laughter marathon. Workers being funny on site. If you thought construction sites are only about concrete, steel, and hard work, think again. Because today, we are diving into the hilarious side of work, where workers turn into comedians, machines become pranksters, and every unexpected fail becomes comedy gold. Sit back, relax, and get ready to laugh for the next hour, because these workers have no idea how funny they really are. Now, let's start with a classic. Picture this. A worker carefully carrying a giant plank, trying his best to look professional. He turns around, boom. He accidentally whacks his buddy on the helmet. Don't worry, safety gear saves the day. But the look on his friend's face says, "Man, I'm charging you rent for that headache." That's construction comedy at its finest. And here comes the ladder scene. One guy climbs confidently, like he's going to the top of the world. The ladder shakes, everyone holds their breath, and instead of falling, he just doesn't plan and dance move, clinging on for dear life. It's part construction, part breakdancing, and all unintentional comedy. His co-workers? Oh, they're laughing so hard they can't even help it. Now, who doesn't love a prank on site? One guy decides to move the wheelbarrow just as his friend turns around to sit on it. The poor guy lands straight on the ground, but gets up laughing, brushing off the dust like, "Yep, totally planned that." If slapstick comedy had a school, construction workers would be the professors. And oh, look at this moment. A worker is eating his lunch peacefully on site. Suddenly, a seagull swoops in like it owns the place, snatching the sandwich right out of his hands. The worker chases the bird across the site while his friends record and cheer. Who knew lunch break could turn into an Olympic sprint? Gold medal for effort, silver for losing the sandwich, and platinum for comedy. Here comes the water hose chaos. One worker wants to wash down the area, but the hose is alive. It twists, turns, and sprays everyone but the floor. Soon the entire crew is soaked, slipping around like it's a water park. Who needs a pool party when you've got construction hose Olympics? And don't even get me started on the cement mixers. One worker tries to lean casually against it, looking cool, maybe even posing for Instagram. But the mixer has other plans. Splat. Fresh cement on his boots. Now he's stuck, literally, calling for help like, "Guys, I'm part of the foundation now." His friends can barely pull him out because they're too busy crying with laughter. As the clips roll, you'll notice one thing. Construction workers might not train to be comedians, but their daily life is full of pure comedy gold. From wheelbarrows tipping over like it's slapstick theater, to scaffolding wobbling like it's auditioning for a dance show, every single moment is a reminder that work doesn't always go as planned, and that's the fun part. And for the next hour, you're going to see it all. Unexpected fails, genius pranks, and laugh out loud bloopers that only happen when hardworking people forget the camera is rolling. Workers slipping, workers dancing, workers turning accidents into epic comedy routines. Some of them nail the job, some of them nail their own foot figuratively, of course, but all of them nail the art of making us laugh. So buckle up, because this ride doesn't stop. For the next 60 minutes, we'll celebrate the funniest side of construction life. The worker who falls asleep in the excavator and wakes up spinning, the guy who tries to carry too many bricks and ends up dropping them like a drum solo, the crew that turns safety cones into a soccer game, and the group who uses scaffolding as a playground slide. Yes, safety first, but laughter always. And we're just getting warmed up, folks, because construction humor never ends, and our workers are about to prove that again and again. Look at this poor guy trying to push a wheelbarrow up a tiny ramp. Should be easy, right? Wrong. The wheelbarrow decides to flip, sending bricks everywhere like a confetti explosion. His coworkers cheer like it's New Year's Eve, and he just stands there like, "Yep, I planned that. You're welcome." Now here's another classic. A worker's wearing brand new gloves, showing off like they're the latest fashion trend. But he doesn't notice he's leaning against wet paint. When he pulls away, he's got a bright green handprint on his shirt. Congratulations, sir. You just invented construction couture. And speaking of paint, here comes the roller fail. One guy dips the roller, spins it too hard, and sprays the entire wall, his buddy, and himself. The wall looks, well, modern art. His buddy looks like the Hulk. And he looks like he's just invented camouflage. Watch closely as the forklift enters the scene. The driver tries to carry a giant load, but he forgets the golden rule, balance. Suddenly, everything slides off like a waterfall of materials, and the driver just freezes, hands on the wheel, thinking, "If I don't move, maybe nobody saw that." Spoiler alert. The whole site saw it. And now we all did too. Here comes the scaffold surprise. Two workers are climbing up like pros. But when they reach the top, one of them slips not enough to fall, just enough to dangle like a confused monkey. His friend laughs so hard he nearly slips too. OSHA might not approve, but the comedy committee gives this a 10/10. And now, lunch break comedy. One worker carefully opens his lunchbox, ready to enjoy a hot meal. But someone swapped his food with a pile of bolts. He stares in disbelief while the whole crew bursts into laughter. Who needs prank shows when you've got construction buddies? Ever seen a man fight with plastic wrap? One worker tries to unwrap a pallet of materials, but the plastic just keeps tangling, wrapping around him like a snake. By the end, he's basically mummified, waving his arms for help. His coworkers? Filming, of course. Always filming. And as we roll into the final act of this marathon, remember, construction sites build houses, bridges, and skyscrapers. But they also build memories, stories, and the kind of funny moments you'll laugh at for years. So as the last clips play, let's salute the real heroes of comedy, workers who prove that even on the hardest days, laughter is stronger than cement, heavier than steel, and brighter than paint. Thanks for watching Workers Being Funny on Site. Hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe for more comedy straight from the job site. And remember, on every construction site, there's always a clown in a hard hat, ready to make your day.